So we know it's a sideways motion. We know we advance using our toes as we shift our weight. We also know that our feet are always parallel. Okay? Now show me with your hands. What do you do with your hands? Show me just the beginning part, and then if you can, move. So you're showing me that one hand is higher, and you're also showing me that one palm is away and one palm is looking at you. Okay? So that's another parameter. We know that our hands are dictated by the face of a clock. Okay? So we always are looking to start at a 2 or 3 o'clock position, and then we're going to the middle, which is 12 o'clock, and then we're doing something by flipping and meeting at a 9 o'clock, starting to do it at 10 o'clock and actually maneuvering it and changing it at 9 o'clock. So we know that the hands, just like the feet, take specific parameters. Our feet take certain alignments, parallel, toe, shifting of weight, and slowly shifting of that weight starting with the toe. With our hands, we know that we're starting, one palm is away. You can do it with me. The lower hand, which is your left hand, the palm is away from you. The top hand or left hand, the palm faces you. And we're about 2 o'clock at the face of our clock because we're stationary. Once we start moving, we find that our borders are now 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, as opposed to when we're stable, we're maybe at 1 or 2 o'clock. So we know that we're going to have to open, and we're now at 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, our hand, the bottom hand, which is our right hand, takes a cup position because it's holding a ball or holding a cup. So it has to cup rather than just do this or anything else. It has to cup right below our navel at 12 o'clock. Okay? And we're looking at the tip of our top hand. So in this case, it's our left hand that's passing through. All right? So we're at 12 o'clock. We're moving. We know at 10 o'clock, we're going to flip that hand and we're going to meet it. Now the other hand becomes the top hand. The other hand becomes the bottom hand. We're at 12 o'clock, so the bottom hand takes a cup position. As we move into the 2 o'clock, we flip and we meet. We notice that our flipping hand is always the top hand. The top hand flips, the other one meets. Moving on, 12 o'clock is a cup. The top hand flips as the bottom hand meets at 2 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, we're looking at the tips of our top finger, top hand, fingers of our tips of our finger. Flipping the top hand, cupping. Flipping, meeting. 12 o'clock, cup. 10 o'clock, flip and meet. So we're doing it a little faster, but cloud hands doesn't mean it's fast. But when we do this, we kind of get the rhythm. Flip and meet. Cup. Flip and meet. Cup. Flip and meet. As we're doing this, we're not just doing hands. We're using our core muscles, the muscles in the back of our body. But we're also using our waist to get to that outer limit of 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, making our body do our motion, not just make our hands move. Now, once this is down good, we can put our feet together. Okay, I'm going to stop and I'm going to reposition myself, and I want you to follow with me. So we know that our hands are on auto. Okay, but once we put our feet together, they may not be auto, but we'll try our best. Left hand higher, right hand below, palm outward on the bottom hand. We open as we move, we're in a cup, 12 o'clock. We flip, we meet, we close. We move to the middle. We flip and we meet, we open. We're in the middle or 12 o'clock cup. We flip and meet only. 12 o'clock we cup. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we close. Middle or cup. Flip meat open. Middle or cup. Only flip meat. Center yourselves. Golden cockerel. Stands on its left. Down. Golden cockerel stands on its right by shifting your weight. Down. Right hand on the outside, right foot coming up. Kick out. Down. Left hand, left foot up. Kick out. In. Down. Holding our ball in a T stance. We're going to ward off. Push your opponent away. Flip him down. Pull him down. Drag him down. Look back. As if you're grasping the bird's tail. Turn square contact, push. Separate. Sit back. Push up and forward. Sit back. Twist step. Hold your ball in a T stance. Out L stance. Ward off. Push your opponent. Flip him down. Pull him back. Look back. Turn. Square contact. Push him again. Separate. Sit back. Push up and forward. Apparent closing. Sit back. Twist step. Open step. In step. Off the ground. Right hand on the inside of your cross. Embrace the tiger. Rotate on your wrists so both palms are facing you. Push out. Shoulder level. Separate. Drop your shoulders. Drop your wrists and elbows. Closing form. Heel up. Off the ground. Toe down. Heel down. Okay, so what we just did was we started with cloud hands. Then from cloud hands, we went into a golden cockerel, went to the other golden cockerel, then we went with a kick out, both sides, and then we went to grasp the bird's tail. So cloud hands is towards the middle of the 10 form, and we just finished it off. So you can see maybe the transition out of cloud hands. What I want to do is to address how to get into cloud hands, okay? That's a little challenging, but if you open your mind for challenges, I think you'll grasp it, okay? So let's start from the beginning, and then we can see where that transition appears, okay? So we're in the beginning of Yang 10 form, okay, commencing form. Slowly drain the weight off of your left foot, heel, off the ground, open, toe, heel, rotate to the middle of your thighs. Take a deep breath in as you elevate. Drop your shoulder, flex your knees. Center your front hand, look at your back hand, bringing it to your ear, turning your face, meeting in the middle, pushing and pulling. Center open, look at your backhand, turn your face, repulse your monkey. T stance, look at your backhand. We're going to multitask by brushing your knee. Sit back, twist step, look at your backhand on a T stance, ear, heel, hand, face, brush your knee. Sit back, twist step, hold your ball in a T stance. You're going to out and to the side, part the wild horse's mane. Here's your snack. Sit back, twist step, root down, hold your ball in a T stance. L stance, out and to the side, bow stance. Watch carefully, listen carefully. Flip that hand, meet it with the other hand. So this is your top hand that's palm facing, your near hand is palm facing you. You're going to sit back, you're going to twist step, and you're going to cup to the 12 o'clock. Then you're going to flip and meet, and you're going to close. 12 o'clock in the middle, flip and meet and open, middle, only flip meet, middle, flip, meet, close. 12 o'clock cup, flip, meet, open. Middler cup, only flip, meet, center your right hand, lift up, golden cockerel. Down, shift your weight to the right, up. Right hand on the outside, right foot coming up, kick out, in, down. Left hand, left foot, up, out, in, down. Holding our ball in a T stance, out and to the side. You're going to ward off. You're going to grasp the bird's tail. Pull down, pull back, look back. Turn, square contact, push, separate, sit back, push, up and forward, sit back, twist step, left hand on the bottom to hold your ball in a T stance, out and to the side, L stance, ward off, flip and meet, grasp the bird's tail, pull back, look back, turn, square contact, push, separate, sit back, push, up and forward, sit back, twist step, open step, in step, off the ground, right hand on the inside of your cross to embrace your tiger. Rotate at your wrists so both palms are facing. Push out. Shoulder width away, drop your shoulders, flex your knees. Make yourself small, closing form. Up on your heel, toe down, heel down. Okay, all right. Let's go back to how to get into cloud hands. Okay, how do you get back into cloud hands? We know that the first movement is what? Commencing form. Then comes what? What is this one? Repulsing of the monkey. The next one is the multitask, which is what? Brushing your knee. How come I'm saying all day? I'm asking the question, I'm answering it. All right. So Ken's going to help me out.
Anything? Yeah. The reason why she's asking you to repeat that is not because she wants to hear it, but she wants your mind to be thinking out loud consciously. This is the next step. Otherwise, what happens is you waiting for the teacher to tell you what the next step. It's to try to get you, you know, we're not dealing with a bunch of kids. We're dealing with a bunch of minds, and we want you to repeat it more for your repetition. Another point in terms of sometimes to understand cloud hands, I sort of make a joke out of it. It's like parting of the horse's mane, it's like giving somebody a cookie, okay? Cloud hands is like reading the newspaper. You come here, you run out of newspaper. Otherwise, you'd be going around that way, right? So you change the page. You're reading the paper, okay? But in essence, what you're doing is doing an arc of Tai Chi. You know, we talk about slow circular arc movement. You're going this way, and guess what? This guy, when this is coming this way, this is going that way. And it's almost like mixing eggs. But for simplicity, reading the paper, turn the page, reading the paper, and you're bringing this page on because you know you got to turn the page again, okay?
So that's another way of reminding you how to do your cloud hands, okay? By reading the newspaper. You can, if you're having trouble with two hands going at once, definitely just do one hand. But I feel a little lost with one hand. But you know that the one hand is actually doing the same thing as the other hand, but in a different starting lower than higher. But when you put it together, it looks like everything is in unison, okay? But if you break it down, it's maybe a little bit more palatable, okay? All right. So we started to say that we needed to repeat or say in your mind what the different movements are, because it's a way of reinforcing your mind, okay? So we know that number one is commencing form, okay? That's this one. Then comes this one, which is repulsing of the monkey, which is really a backwards motion in Yang 24. But because we're doing 10, we're stationary, okay? And then people like to say that the repulsing of the monkey, the footwork is like Tai Chi walk, but in reverse. So there are a lot of little puzzles to this whole understanding of Tai Chi that build on certain definite principles that you can take from one movement to another. And already we know that in cloud hands, it's like a abbreviated commencing form. All right, so after commencing form, we repulse the monkey, and after we repulse the monkey, we do this one, which is called brushing your knee. And after brushing your knee, we hold our ball and we serve our snack. Here's your cookie, which is parting the wild horse's mane. And after that, we now know that we're going to flip that hand and we're going to meet it. So not too much lag time, okay? So we're on a T stance, we come out, we serve our snack and part the horse's mane to the final time. We flip and we meet almost simultaneously. Then we sit back, then we twist step, and our hands help us because our feet are connected to it, right? And our mind is connected to it. So I want to review that, okay? I actually got sidetracked, but what I want to say is after cloud hands, it's a home stretch. We do then grasping of the bird's tail, and after cloud hands, we do golden cockerel 2 times, we do kick out 2 times, and then we do grasping of the bird's tail, which we already know, and then the final round is apparent closing, which I've introduced now a few times, and then we'll go over it. So we said that we wanted to know the transition from T stance, everybody, parting the wild horse's mane for the final time, we flip and we meet. And then we have to look at ourselves and say, are you still in your Tai Chi posture? So on an extreme, this is not my Tai Chi posture. I'm way out of my posture. I'm supposed to be way here with the silver thread and through the skull and through my whole body. So to do it correctly, get back into the T stance, out and to the side, serve your snack, part the wild horse's mane, and you should feel some sense of holding up of that silver thread. Then you're going to flip and you're going to meet. Then you're going to sit back. But as you're sitting back, you're getting ready to twist step, so you're already in a 12 o'clock position. Then you're in a 9 o'clock, you're going to flip meet, you're going to close. You're in the middler cup. You're going to open, flip meet, middler cup at 12, only flip meet, middler cup, flip meet, close. Middler cup, flip meet, open. Middler cup, only flip meet because we're shifting our weight and doing a golden cockerel, okay? So you can see that if you do your cloud hands well, that in the final flip meet and you move in this way, you're going to get your shifting of weight to an advantageous point so that you can then do a golden cockerel. I may not have said it correctly, but what I want to say is that in all Tai Chi movements, whether it's a transition or the movement itself, if your body is shifted in the right way because your hands and feet are in the right alignment, it will be conducive and smoother to get into that next form. And in this one instance, when we are here and we know that it's only a flip meet, but we shift our weight, we then will be in the best position for a good golden cockerel. Okay?